Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I am Sandy, and today I am doing an unboxing on this Your Creative Studio box. So it comes in this little box here inside of an envelope. So let me get everything out of here. So it comes wrapped up. Here's the Your Creative Studio label. And then it comes with a her little business card, and the card always has the theme on it, which is kind of cool. And this says, "Wherever you go, go with all your heart." And I think it's Confucius that said that. So this is obviously a travel themed, this particular box. Now, if you haven't heard of Your Creative Studios, it's a website that you can go to, and you can order these subscription boxes. And you also they also sell stamps and stickers individually, so you can also do that if you don't want to get a subscription box. So I'm going to move the box out of the way, and it comes wrapped in this really pretty little paper here, and has all of the items very pretty, packaged up very pretty. So I'm going to kind of go through one by one and take a look at them. So I'm going to scoot this up kind of out of the way, and I'm going to start there. It looks like there's two washi tapes here, so I'm going to take a look at those first. So I really want to say thank you. I appreciate Your Creative Studio sending this box to me, and I'm happy to do a video. I have purchased subscription boxes from Your Creative Studios. I really like, they are a great way to build up your stash if you're fairly new, and if you like the different themes that they have. So each month is different. So here's this washi tape here. It is, it almost looks like a starburst or a snowflake kind of pattern. Zoom in there. So I think that is pretty. Put that down on the paper. And it's a little bit transparent, but that's a good basic to have. It's a nice neutral color you can use. And then let's take a look at this washi tape. I love how everything is packaged in these little boxes. The time and care that they take to make the labels. And you can reuse all of these bags as well, which is nice. And then this washi tape, trying to find the end here. It's muted colors as well, so it goes nice with this. Let's see if there's some images on here. So it looks like we have a train, kind of a collage train. And then here is kind of some travel. So I think this would, here's with a clock and some street lamps. And then it looks like it starts to repeat. So I think this will be great to use if you have a journal layout about maybe a trip you've recently taken, or if you're have a travel journal, or you have a trip coming up. I think those are fun. So those are the washi tapes there. And then usually in every set you'll get a couple washi tapes, one or two, and then you'll also get stamps. And some of my favorite stamps I have came from Your Creative Studios kit. There's a bunny one that I love, and I have a squirrel stamp, and I think maybe an owl stamp. So this one here is a train, a steam locomotive stamp, and they're very quality. I'll stamp these here in a minute so you can kind of see how well they stamp out, but they're really nice stamps. have not been disappointed with the stamps, for sure. And then, oh, there's 2 in this one. How fun. So these look like, almost looks like a travel advertisement here. And then this one almost looks like a stamp on a postage stamp. Or maybe a stamp you'd get on a on your train ticket. So we recently took an Amtrak train, and so this will be fun. I haven't journaled about it, so that would be fun to use these when I journal about our Amtrak adventures. And then the third stamp, another theme of the train, and it says Steam Locomotive 1804. And then here's another train image. Very cute. If you like trains, or you know someone who likes trains, this is a really nice little kit. And then here we have some, I think they're stickers. Lots of stickers. And I love how they coordinate with the washi tape as well. All the coloring. So, yeah, it looks like these are stickers, which is cool. These are great for doing collaging or clusters. I love all the different languages. They're in French. Looks mostly like French. And they're in different shapes and sizes. These cute little advertisements. All with a vintage nod. Some airplanes. I love all the colors on these. Some coffee color and cream colored. So these are great for when you just need that little extra something when you're embellishing on a tag. Wow, there's a lot in here. These are great, and I love all the different shapes and the different muted. Here's some tickets. A pier party. That's funny. Really nice. And they're a nice matte texture. So I like that as well. And they peel off and stick really easily. Yeah, those are really neat. I like those a lot. So these are all little label stickers. So let's see, what do I want to open next? Open up this little thing. A little booklet of some sort. Life is only an illusion. Life is not a dream. Destiny is held in our own hands. It's true. So these are collage sheets. Okay, they're not stickers. They're a real nice texture. They're not super thin, but they're not super thick either. But I love all the built-in collage. Just put that down on a pocket or a journal card. I mean, you can rip it in half. It looks like you get quite a few, maybe 5 of each design. I love the music paper on there with the stamps. Here's the next image. These are all, I love the grunginess of them. I would ink up around the edges on them. These would be so good in travel journals. And even sending happy mail to people. It'd be fun to put these in. So cool. I like those a lot. So it's a really nice way to build up your supplies. Alright, looks like we have another little booklet here. A globe map, it says. It looks like this is taped on here. So they're probably map pages, would be my guess. And then these are the same consistency of these, but they're all different map pages. So these would be great too. Oh yeah, these are awesome. I really like this travel themed idea. These are great. And you get, let's see, do you get multiples of each? I don't think it repeats. I could be wrong. You might just get singles of each design, but even so, that's really cool. I like that. Let's open this little one here. It's sealed. Get the outer covering off here. Okay. Post box. And maybe these are stamps. Just guessing. It's another little box, or a book, I mean. The World Wonders. Yep, they look like stamps. It's a cute little holder for it. Let's see if there's stickers. Oh yeah, there's stickers. Oh, and they're like a washi sticker. That's cool. So you could trim off the edges if you wanted to, but I think if you put it down onto something, the edges kind of blend in a little bit. So you get all kinds of cool designs. Big Ben, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, Statue of Liberty. I should know what that is. Is that Notre Dame, maybe? Arc de Triomphe. Oh, these are all really neat. Another Rome. These are great. Oh, look at that. Big, that's not the London Bridge, but I forget the name of that bridge. Big Ben. These are really neat, like the music page. Very cool. New York. Empire State Building. There's Notre Dame. Lots of Paris reference in Rome and Italy. Love that. I think we're going to go to Italy next year. So definitely be using those in that. New York, London. These are all neat. So all just one of each. And then there's some map ones in the back. And I'm sorry if you can hear the lawnmower. Can't control when people cut the grass, right? We got a few more things to open up in here. So this, I think this box retails for around $35 or $40. So I think it's a really good value for everything that you get. So this one's called Old Newspaper. And this one, again, is that nice quality paper. Not too thick, not too thin. And they're, again, just kind of collage sheets. And then, oh, these are vellum sheets. So you can kind of see through them on the vellum. I love a good vellum sheet. Again, great for collaging. Lots of vellum. And then you're back to just some regular paper here. And then some more vellum. These are just yummy, unctuous colors. I love these grungy colors. So lots of just like old book pages or old newspaper pages. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Nice stuff. Definitely be putting some of this in my Patreon packages. So yeah, if you want to become a Patreon member, join my Patreon. Look at some of this stuff. And then here are some just clear stickers with a locomotive on there. Nice. And then here called Stick Note. So yeah, they're like Post-it notes, so they're sticky up here on this part. And I love that pretty color and the edging, the detail on there. That's nice instead of just a regular rectangle. And you could even kind of cover that up if you want to, if you didn't want to use it for a train or have the train show. But those are really cute. I love these kind of coffee and tea colors in here. And then looks like the last thing in here, it's called a paper ephemera pack. So some of these items are designed specifically for your creative studio. So some of them you can't, I don't think you can find elsewhere. Some items you can, but not everything. And even the packaging you can reuse in your journals, which I think is kind of cool. Put that back down there. So these are, let's measure them real quick. These are about 4.5 by about 8 inches. And I love that train on there. That's beautiful. So these are just kind of some thin, really thin paper. Nice pretty background. They kind of remind me of Tim Holtz backdrops in a way. A nod to that. That's pretty. Get ready to go get on the train and the car. Some train tracks and mountains. And then now this one, it looks like the designs repeat, but this is a little bit heavier and it feels like there's a texture on it. Same pattern. And then here you have the same designs in a transparency, which I think are very pretty. Ooh, I love that one. That's just gorgeous. So these are great. Oh, you know what these would be great to be? It's to make these into little, kind of like little envelopes or little pockets. Like that. So pretty. All right. Well, again, thank you so much to Your Creative Studios for sending this to me. Make sure to check out their website. They have several different subscription boxes you can choose from, and it's always a fun surprise to see what you're going to get in them. And I think if you're looking to build up your stash, these are all very high quality items and very unique as well. Some of these things you can't find elsewhere. So thank you all so much for watching. And I'm going to do a little layout with this and also stamp out the stamps. So I'll be right back. So I stamped each one of these, and the detail is what I always find is amazing on these stamps. I mean, just the little lines running down the locomotive, just the shading, and like the extra little like sprinkles that are on here, and you see them around here. I just think they're really nice quality stamps, but that just would be so cute on a little layout. So next I am going to use these items and decorate up a page for a journal. All right, I pulled out an envelope that I could use to glue into a travel journal, just to give you some ideas. And the one thing I wanted to point out is on these big sheets, you also get in each one of these patterns a sticker paper. So that was one thing that I neglected. So you get a regular paper, a sticker paper, a thicker paper, and then a vellum paper. So that's pretty cool. So I am going to just kind of play. I went and picked out a few items here. The other thing I wanted to show you is that if you're using an archival ink, a permanent ink, you can also stamp onto vellum, which is kind of a fun thing to do as well. So just wanted to show you that. So I'm just going to build a little collage, I think, on here. Just going to start. And I'm just going to kind of go with it. Try not to overthink it. Just to show you how you can use all these pieces together if you want to, or you can mix them with other things that you have in your stash. And I just want to ink that up. And this is an ivory envelope that I'm using. I think I'll use my glue stick. Not sure exactly what my plan is, but we'll just see what happens. We will just see what happens here. And then the other cool thing is I can do my journaling inside. And I like the sticker here. And I actually might put a little bit of this washi tape here. Edge. And sometimes when I use an element, I like to use it a few different times on a sheet just to draw some connectivity there. And then I think I'll ink up around the edges. And I really like this big guy too. I'll put a little bit of this underneath there. I keep knocking my glue over, sorry about that. I had never taken an Amtrak train before, and so it was a lot of fun to do that with my family. this down here. I apologize if any of that was off camera. I didn't mean for it to be. Just trying to get this label off. Scoot that over just a little bit. There we go. And I did pull out this sticker. So I want to put that there. I think what I'll do, so it's kind of nice, these stickers are pretty forgiving. I'll put this down here and I'm going to trim off some of this. So I trimmed off some of that excess around that sticker. And then I'll just put that right there. Alright, there's just a quick little collage layout using some of the items. And I can do either some little, like I might put the date on here and what the journaling about is on the inside. So that would be good for these 2 blank spots. And I could do some sewing around the edges as well. And I could add the train on here. If I wanted to, I could trim that down and put the train right there. But I'll think about that. But anyway, I just wanted to do a quick little layout using some of the items from this box. And again, a big thank you to your creative studios for sending it to me. I really appreciate it. And you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all on the next video. Bye.